really do kind of feel like the guy from Vice Grip Garage, you know? It's like, I don't have a whole lot of time to do this, so I kind of got to get this done as quickly as possible, but also in the, safest way possible. And then proceeds to dump a pile of gasoline on an engine. That's kind of how I feel right now about this. So what I did was I went to True Value, one of the places I work. There's a Napa True Value here in town that I work for, and went and just got myself some easy wing nuts to put on here. I purposely got ones that were less tall so that it wouldn't fight me as much when I put this together, because I'm fully expecting when I take this apart that it's going to probably fight me. So I'm actively, before I get to that point, going out of my way to make it so that it doesn't fight me as much. Also, this makes maintenance easier because now all I have to do to remove the control panel is disconnect these, which these are marked, specifically this one for 2 for player 2, this one for player 1 for player 1. There's a 1 and a 1 here, so that when I go to hook this back up later, I'm not, does this go to 1 or does this go to 2? I don't remember. That's a bad thing. So, mark your stuff. So, yeah. That's like the first thing you do is, if you're going to work on an arcade machine, you're going to take the control panel off, mark your control panel. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't need to be in calligraphy, it just needs to say, hey, this goes here. That's all it has to say. Another reason why I got wing nuts was so that I can really tighten that mamba jamba down there. It makes it so much easier when you're like, I probably ought to tighten that down so it doesn't come off. Also, that loose wire that I was like, oh God, what is that? Why is that there? Turns out, back in the past, 6.5 years ago, I was smarter than I thought because I wrote Red GRD OUND. What does that mean? Ground! It's your ground! Basically, it's your grounding wire is what it is. So I was at least smart enough back then to be like, yeah, you want to know that that's your ground, because 6.5 years later, I probably am not going to remember that. So 6.5 years later, I'm like, oh God! And then it's like, oh, wait, okay. Woo! See, this is another reason why I'm changing this out. It actually makes it quicker. I will actually keep these bolts in the event that I need them for something. They're still perfectly good bolts, they're just not what I want in this machine. Because part of it as well was somebody had the brilliant idea of using Phillips head screwdriver bolts on an arcade machine you're gonna have on location. Yeah, this is the difference here. You can't unscrew that from the outside. The other ones you could very easily unscrew from the outside. That's a bad idea if you want to make money, because if you're not paying attention, yeah, you're off doing something else. Somebody just unscrews your control panel, starts giving themselves free credits. That'd be bad. So, yeah. There we go. That's fine. Goodbye forever. Alright. Well, that's not going anywhere, so I might as well pick these up off the floor. But now, every little improvement I make to this thing makes me feel immediately slightly better about the entire thing I went through yesterday to get this darn thing in here. Because, you know, it reiterates my point that yes, I can do this, yes, I'm going to do this, and yes, this is going to happen. Not, well, you know, if I work real hard, I might be able to make it happen someday. There's no someday. It's happening right now. Now, if I was John's Arcade or Arcade Impossible, this thing would be getting stripped down to the bare bones skeleton of an arcade machine and completely restored. I'm not those guys, not yet. So, that'll be a while. Now, if I really wanted to, I could take this entire control panel off and go bead blast the entire inside back panel of it and get all the rust off it. But it's really not necessary on this one because nobody's going to see inside of this other than me. And truth be told, that's always an option. It just will take bloody forever to strip everything down off of it, but it's always an option. Hang on, I need something to beat that out with, the thing here. Now, why I say that is, I can tell just by touching it that it's going to be the one stubborn one. Hey, look, I was right. It was the one stubborn one. Cool. All right. Come on, you big mama jama, get up there. All right. Now, if I really wanted to, something I could do is come in here with a hacksaw and just hack off all this excess on these screws. I really could do that if I really wanted to. I don't want to, but I could. Now, let's just take a quick little gander at something here. I want to see, oh, right, bolts. There's bolts in there. You kind of need those. And I don't want to have to dig in there to grab them. So, yeah, I might want to grab that before I put everything back in there. That would be a good idea. Oh, man. I swear I'm not stupid, I promise. I just have dumb moments. Alright, okay, where'd that go? Well, the good news is, if I go down below here, underneath the machine, you can probably see them in here. Hey, there's quarters in there. I'm not joking, there's actual quarters in there. Off in the corner. Cool. I just made money. I made the money back. Maybe there's a silver quarter or two in there. That'd be great. I'd be okay with that. Anyway, I'm gonna cut and I'll come back for another video because my phone's constantly complaining to me about how you're running out of battery, man. What are you doing? Well, not battery, but storage space. So I'll be back.